Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another channel update video. Um, Big reason why I've decided to put this out in the first place is that I've missed quite a bit of time on the channel. It's been, I think, a week without any content on the channel. So I'm putting this out because it's been such a long period of time. In terms of content on the channel. And there's a lot that has occurred within that week that I need to talk about. That stuff has greatly affected my ability to get content out. So we'll start from the beginning. I believe I first started missing content. It was like Thursday maybe or Friday, like October 13th. Is when I first started missing content in this latest, thing where I've missed content. That was the first day. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I missed content those days just simply because I was busy, the typical excuse that I give out. I was planning to get back on track on Monday once I got through everything that was going on during the weekend. It nothing really significant going on there. Then Sunday night, I contracted the flu, and that was not fun. I had the flu for about 3 or 4 days. I may still have it because it seems pretty odd to me that I had it for 3 or 4 days and now it's just gone. But I still feel like I still feel it deep within me that something isn't right. If that makes any sense. Like, I don't have any symptoms right now, but I feel it like deep within me, and like I can tell when I'm eating food that like it tastes off a little bit. I don't really know how else to explain that. That's just how I feel and how I perceive it. But I came down with the flu, and I had a throbbing headache. For whatever reason, I know you get muscle aches when you get the flu, but my neck especially, the entire back of my neck was throbbing. I had muscle aches all over. I was dehydrated. What else? I don't really know what other symptoms I really had. I didn't have any nausea, which is kind of like probably the biggest symptom that is associated with the flu. I don't get nauseous easily, so that's probably why I didn't, have any nausea. But I had those symptoms, and as much as I wanted to record, I couldn't. I couldn't power through that and get anything recorded, because not only was I going to sound horrible talking to you guys, but I was going to feel horrible while recording, and it would not make for any good content whatsoever, and I would be torturing myself by trying to put out content. So while feeling that way. So I just told myself, all right, just wait this thing out, see if you start feeling any better. I was taking Advil, which would help a little bit. It would actually help me reach a point where I still didn't feel good, but I felt good enough to record. So Tuesday night I tried. I was on Advil and I was feeling okay, and I was preparing to record and stuff, and then all the symptoms just came flooding back with a harsh intensity, and I couldn't do it. Wednesday night I had to work, had no time, and I was still sick with the flu at that point. And then Thursday, actually, during the day, the symptoms started to fade away. I was starting to feel better and better as the day progressed. And so by the time it was like, let me backtrack here. It's like 2:30 p.m. or something, and it's in the afternoon. I have to leave for work at 3:40 or something, because I start work at 4. And I was thinking, after work, I'm going to be able to, record some content, because I don't feel sick anymore, and I've consistently felt this way without any medication. So I'm going to try and do that. Well, you know, it was about at like 3:53 or something. For whatever reason, while I was driving to work, I had coffee before. So I was trying to give myself some energy so I could go into work and actually, perform my job. So I drank some coffee before, and I was fine. I was relatively awake driving initially. And then out of nowhere, I just got hit with this sudden feeling of tiredness and just drowsiness. And I was struggling to keep my eyes open. And, I knew this was bothering me while I was driving, but I was like, I can't pull over. I have to get to work. I can't even pull over for like 5 minutes, because if I do, I'm going to be late for work, and I can't have that. So I kept driving, and then I was almost at work. I was still on this state road, but I was almost at work. And the reason I say it's a state road is that implies basically that it's a busy road. There are a lot of cars traveling on that road. So I was still driving, and then I got hit with my worst, I guess they're called micro sleeps, where while you're driving, you just fall asleep for a few seconds. You don't even realize you fell asleep. I got hit with one of those, and I ended up drifting across the median into the left lane, and I was going to hit a car head on, but I didn't. I woke up at the very last second, swerved out of the way, and just clipped the car I was going to hit. And I lost a side view mirror, and I got a couple scrapes on my car. I came away very lucky that I did not get into a major accident from that. Of course, I had to work out all the details. I got a citation. We had to deal with the insurance and whatnot. But overall, very lucky that nothing more came from that, because that could have been very bad. But I don't know if it was God's work, or if he had just planned for this to happen or something. But I'm very grateful that it was not any worse than that. So that threw a monkey wrench in my plans afterwards, because I was shaken up, from the incident. I've been in a car accident before, and the damage in that initial one, that first one, was worse than this one. But this one felt like it was much more dangerous. Felt like I was at much larger risk while this was occurring. This particular one was occurring, to severely injure myself, or, maybe even worse than that, or the other person in the other car. This one felt like, it could have been very bad. The other one, there was no way it could have been too bad. What I experienced in that first accident was probably as bad as it could have gotten. But this one, it was that close, and so I was still shaken up from that. I wasn't like bawling my eyes out or anything of that sort. I was just, it was a mental thing. It was like, holy shit, that happened. Oh my God. Like I have to just sit and think about it, because I can't cope with it in any other way. I can't try and ignore it and do anything else. So I didn't end up recording any content Thursday night, and I'm recording this Friday night for you guys, hoping to get it out Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm hoping to get some other content out. So that's why I've missed content over the past week, just all those different reasons, all those different things coming at me at once, really inhibiting my ability to put out content. So I apologize for that, because I don't intend for that to happen. Obviously I don't intend to get in an accident, or intend to catch the flu, or intend to get busy, but those things just happen, and I have to I have to prioritize certain things over other things, and I had to put recording content at the back of my priorities list while I was dealing with this other stuff. So I apologize for that. I'm looking to get back on the right track now. Hopefully this flu doesn't come roaring back at me. I really hope it doesn't, because I can't afford for that to happen. I really want to get back on the right track with the content here, because I've missed too much, and I'm really looking forward to just sitting down and recording some videos. So I'm going to do that now. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this channel update video. If you sat through all of this, thank you very much. I know I'm not the best, commentator, but I try, and I really appreciate you listening through all the way. Other than that, though, I love you guys very much, and I'll talk to you later.